Yo, what is going on, guys? ZorgZe here. So inside of today's video, we're going to be rating every single Fortnite season up to this season, this current season. We're going to be going from Chapter 2, Season 1. Wait. We're going to be going to Chapter 6. We're going to be going to Chapter 1, Season 1, all the way up to Chapter 4, Season 4. So let's get straight into it. Also, to make this video a little better, you already know, we got a Sprite Cranberry.
Want a Sprite Cranberry?
Alright, guys. So, the first thing I want to say, most of the Chapter 1 seasons I did not play. I started playing in Chapter 2. So, I'm just going to be basing these off of what I've seen. So, for Season 1 right here, this was like the start. It was the beginning. There was a lot of bugs. There was glitches. Like, not everything was perfected. Let's see. So, we got S+, S, A, B, C, and F. Okay. So, it was just the beginning, the new map, well, like, the first ever map, the guns, the memories were great. I think I'm gonna put it in A. Next, we have Season 2. This is when the first Battle Pass got introduced. Tilted got introduced in Season 3, but we got, parts of the map changed, I think? I'm not too sure. Right here, Season 2. The Battle Pass was great. We had the Black Knight, Sparkle Specialist, and the Knights and stuff. I'm going to put this one at... I don't really remember that much from the season. I don't know if Tilted got introduced to the season. So I'm going to put in... I want to put in A. Next, we have Season 3. This is when the game started blowing up. I'm pretty sure this is the season that Ninja actually played with Drake, which was actually super crazy, and it broke the Twitch view record for like 100,000 people. So I'm gonna put this in S tier. Next we have Season 4, which was the first ever live event in the game. The storyline was great, the weapons were great this season. The storyline was actually starting to form, so this was honestly kind of a good season. I think I'm gonna put this in S tier. Next, Season 5, the season that we are going back to next season. Drum gun got introduced. Honestly, not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite weapon, the drum gun. I don't know why, I just love it. Double pumping got removed in Season 4. There was a ton of new weapons this season. The desert biome got introduced with Paradise Palms and those other POIs. So honestly, I think this is gonna be our first. This will be in the first thing of S, because I'm not going to put any Chapter 1 seasons in S+, because I didn't really play then. But then our next season, we have Season 6. This is when a lot of my friends started playing the game, the cubes and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to put this in B tier, but there wasn't really that much this season. There was like Kevin the Cube, a second live event. But let's go on to the next season. Before our next season, guys, we have Season 7. Raps got introduced. There was a ton of map changes. The Snow, the Ice King, the Infinity Blade. We're not going to talk about that, guys. But the weapon wraps, the planes, the map was absolutely crazy. The Battle Pass was pretty good. So I think I'm going to put this in the S tier, right next to Season 5, because I think it was pretty good. Right next to Season 5, because I think it was pretty good. Now, Season 8, this is when I actually made my first Fortnite account, but this was on, like, my school PC quality. It was absolutely garbage. Not the season, but my PC. I played Fortnite one time, and my whole PC exploded. But, honestly, this is probably going to go above Season 5, so this is probably going to be my favorite S-tier season. Now let's go on to Season 9. For Season 9, Tilted Towers got destroyed. Neo Tilted came in. Retail Row got destroyed and got replaced with Mega City. The weapons weren't too great. I'm pretty sure this is the season with the drum shotgun. The spray metal was absolutely crazy, so I think I'm going to put this in B tier with Season 6. There's a lot to talk about with this season. So, mechs. The mech. The spray metal was absolutely crazy. Mainly the mechs, though. It was a crazy season. This is going to be our first C tier season, because it wasn't absolute. Actually, yeah, it's going in F tier. we're on to the new chapter, Chapter 2, Season 1. This is the first time that we've gone into a new chapter, completely brand new map, revamped weapons, shotguns, ARs, everything was revamped. But it was the longest season in Fortnite history, lasting like 140 days or something like that, or 114. So I think this is gonna go in, we'll put this in B tier, the best one in B tier. But let's go on to the next season, which is my favorite season of all time. This is going to go in S+. So, the drum gun got introduced this season. Well, the mythic drum gun. There was a ton of mythics on the map. TNT's Boombo, Brutus, Meowscles, Deadpool, which is one of our first, well, like, our third collabs in the game. The yacht, the POIs were great. It was during COVID time. Everyone was inside their house playing Fortnite. So this is obviously S+. So let's go on to the next season. Alright, so Season 3. This is one of our shortest seasons that we've had. I know a lot of people did not like this season at all. But personally, this is when I actually started getting really good at the game. By the way, I started playing back in like Chapter 2, Season 2. So in Season 3, I remember me and my friends always went to the different corners of the map. And I always landed the authority. I came out of there with 20 kills. Like, I was actually crazy then. I never hopped off the game. So honestly, we'll put this in my favorite one in S tier. So let's go into the next season, which I know a lot of you guys like. Chapter 2, Season 4. This was personally my favorite season. Well, not my favorite season, but this was probably one of my second favorite seasons this whole chapter. So we're going to put this in S+. So the mythic drum gun got introduced once again for the Fortnite event. We had a ton of mythics. There was probably over 15 total mythics in the game. Stark Industries got introduced and replaced Frenzy Fields, I think it was called. There was just a ton of mythics, tons of map changes, and the loot pool was absolutely crazy. Next, we have Season 5. It was kind of a good season. It reminded me of Season 7 a little bit, and Season 5 because there was the desert biome, and it just reminded me of Christmas a lot. This is actually when I got the Nintendo Switch, and I got the Wildcat skin, which is honestly my second favorite skin in the game. Actually, it's probably my favorite skin in the game. So honestly, I'm probably gonna put this in my favorite A tier section. But then, there's one thing I have to say. Actually, there's a few things I have to say about this season. It was absolutely garbage. I'm not even kidding. The season was so bad my PC broke. When this season came out, like a month after the season came out, my graphics card just exploded in my PC. And we're not gonna talk about this season. Okay, but next, one of my second favorite seasons in the entire game, Chapter 2, Season 7. This is the mothership season with the aliens. There was a ton of loot in the game. The loot pool was absolutely crazy. The Chimera ray guns and stuff like that. Pulse rifle, recon scanner, the UFOs. The UFOs I did not like that much. But overall, it was a great season in Fortnite. I have Season 8. This was the Cube season. This was the last season of Chapter 2. This season, it was okay, but it wasn't great. The Fortnitemares was kind of bad. So I think this one's gonna have to go in C tier. Because the map, this is what the map looked like. It kind of looked like someone took a giant dookie on the map. But honestly, let's go into the next chapter, which is Chapter 3. One of the best starts to a chapter ever, in my opinion. This automatically going in S+. There was a ton of loot, Striker shotgun, Stinger SMG, the first red dot weapon in the entire game. This was the first of actually very many, which, like the Twin Mag AR this season. But there was also the Spider-Man gloves, a completely new map, returning items, for example, like the Quad Crasher that returned this season. And honestly, that's kind of it for that season. So let's go on to the next season. Alright, so for this season, Zero Build got introduced, and for the first week, I think it was like 2 weeks for this season, Building and Sweats got nerfed for 2 weeks, because I don't know if you guys remember, but Building got removed for 2 whole weeks, so everyone was forced to play Zero Build. I kind of like the introduction of Zero Build. It was very fun at the time. It still is. The map, it was kind of good. There was, the Collider got introduced. This was the only live event of Chapter 3. So I think I'm gonna put this one in... Let's put it in A tier. Next, Chapter 3, Season 3. This is always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Because I don't know if you guys know this. This is the season I actually started my YouTube channel in. It was August 1st that I started my YouTube channel. This is when I only did item shop videos. And I posted nothing else. But now I actually post kind of decent videos. Like if you agree with that statement. Honestly, there was not really a lot of updates. I think I'm gonna have to throw that one in. I'm gonna throw it in S tier just because of the memories that I had in it and when I started my YouTube channel. Next, we have Chapter 3, Season 4. The worst end to a chapter ever. This is automatically getting thrown in F tier. The Fortnite mirrors was garbage. The map looked like absolute garbage. There was chrome everywhere. The Herald got introduced. It was just a mess. So it's going in F tier. Next, we have I think this is probably the second best start to a chapter ever. Chapter 4, Season 1. There was a ton of glitches, but the map was absolutely great. There was a few POIs. There was only like 9 POIs. The weapons were great. Thunder Shotgun, Red Eye AR. The Fortnite... Wait, no, it's not Fortnite, man. Fortnite Christmas event was absolutely great this season with the return of the cabin, which we did have in Chapter 3, I'm pretty sure. So, nothing really special about that. Other than that, the Battle Pass was okay, so I think I'm gonna throw this one in... I'm gonna throw this one in A tier, because there was a ton of glitches, the loot pool was great, the Battle Pass was pretty good, and the map was just kind of okay. Next, we have one of the best seasons of this chapter. Chapter 4, Season 2. It was absolutely great. The ODM gear got introduced. Attack on Titan. Eren Yeager got introduced. There was the Kinetic Blade, Mega City, that whole corner biome in the map. It was absolutely great. So this one, I think I'm going to throw in the beginning of S tier. Now... the worst season this chapter. Every chapter has had its worst season, and sadly this one's getting thrown right in there. There was no updates this season. I posted probably like 3 videos this whole entire season, and they were just not good. Like the weapons were actually really great. The Explosive Repeater, Mammoth Pistol, but there was no updates. The summer event, absolutely horrible. So obviously, that one's obviously getting thrown in F. Now we have the last season of this chapter. Actually, this is the second to last season of this chapter. Next season, we're going back in time to Chapter 1, Season 5. But this one, I'm throwing in the second place F tier. I mean S tier. Because it's basically the same thing as Chapter 2, Season 2. But... with different mythics, a different map. There's a ton of new features this season. The business turret, stealing the mythics from the vault, absolutely great feature. But obviously that's getting thrown in S+ tier. The map is great right now. The POIs, absolutely amazing. But honestly, I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Use code ZorgZe-YT in the item shop, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.